so for
for pato semi ba bonti ya baba be kasa ye tiro no pato abrante bi so be asase no so odi for nya kasa tuchie ka abrante me odi for pato abrante wo fe na frifa odi for pato be kasa wo for adi for kasa man ti a wo kra wada wo man pato do so odi akonya no so odi akonya no kwame frifa kwame frifa okay so friend ho hene na odi for pato asankasa to abrante no tuochi odi for the tuochi and the tuochi and odi for pato na bia so a major party adi for pato no tu pa na abrante no tuochi ani a major benefit odi for a party abrante no tuochi kemino a trillion odi for ayasankasa pato and the problème pas na hanko buninsa odi for pato nike boss say abrante no kura no odi for pato awo asini odi for say na enye no say that the pastor amo see a day no and say boss aso no odi for say no kasi no ya wo be say odi for pato na dawroma say the abrante everybody here from before pato enye odi for pato ayaba na ni na we aban asem enye emra de wo say we ni mani for mo the be say chire bi anso say wa wo dia sanity into the anyway ana ayeden odi for abrante ne to chi major padim kase a major padim ni chire mo me odi for do ni akochim ehiem ani akwache no anasa ye de na atwie odi for abrante aso aba bonte no say oni ababa wo bi akwache buna baba wono ni nyam poso mo agudi kanata odi for part of that time na ebi you say betimi da kwaje fie ebetimi da kwaje ka ebetimi da Ghana kada yewe ebadi fa so class ni yen tire mu was asem na
mini brother obi ha mu chire mu ade na sie
na de tell say so mu saka mam de e ka so obi tu atwi
asase mato no
sababa na so fupani woni futufo ana baby shirt fo yi ana misleading no na unim omo misleading no ono omo hihye ho ansa no maba etidi omo beka nyina no onim deda na so fupani woni paracetamol kura demo mo twen se bibi betomie na watwe ka se anye to me no etwon so mo de bibi bre no anya no kura no na adwene ntimi anwena nkwachiri na sad picture here that way see ya say Okatakyie ne yede hankofa gu ne nsa see ya de hankofa gu me nsa se be yede criminal ya woro me ho in a democracy ana ban bi so betimi aworo me Okatakyie ho e de hankofa gu me nsa in a democracy fire
na weno wo twen so the pipe on wa bo anya adwuma e ka da ya anya adwuma we me mo retu me na tu me nsa tu wo de ba be hye so no a onya hwe nso oni para na we se wadwini mu hakura no a Okatakyie afrifa mensa ne tie ya ne nsa wonni se chasa e me ya o mare me pen so ubisa wo mu a me kukumu ni me wafa kwamwache a woni foto editing ho hwe no me ko kire se e wafa ase ni abon me wafa di adwene ni nyansa to ho se na bi me wafa ase ni ho wi na picture yi me hwe ni kukumu anwi ni etimo antimi anwena nko akire sa ana odifo wasi acheme yese ne mpaibo se ya no me dada manfo no eti na no yeso oni oba bi nyan ana oba no eba ko wuye 5 years later woso ono a etutu ya samunto odi for rento me anya mpaibo ni yam ya nwura me ho ba bia boxer shorts no a hye nipa no we me boxer shorts na me kura me shirt type we bi me yi ba ko no so hage wo no ye hage wo no na wa je no gugu no sa na me hye etu hu anu anya me
this is our giant flower no
what so African wear
say the abasu Scooby-Doo trousers
the abasu the Scooby-Doo
trousers or the actual pocket in no I shoe
the side pocket
we just some penitentiary or somebody at Yawa we ya munya sansi mu no was Scooby-Doo say you we yam ko ne no osangene afanya market You might know him. Was I for every random home? I had here for every random. No, I am say, yeah, say, signing a gold board. No, or signing said, I disagree with you in full. What was no in half? No, I know, say, now, yeah, Okatakyie. It may send you videos swap who said, gold board, what you know, you know,
we face as a nation, specifically on Galamsey. I believe that Galamsey became a major issue during the elections. Our friends who have the reins of government now made some promises to the nation. Today, they are now the apostles who are promoting Galamsey. They are using their numbers to now establish what has become known as a Galamsey board. Now this Galamsey board, from what transpired on the floor, government, instead of investing in agriculture, government, instead of investing in the women banking, government, instead of investing in the 24-hour economy policy that it's used for the elections, is rather giving 4.6 billion cedis to Galamsey operators. If you bring an enactment and you say your focus is on small-scale mining, all of us in this country know small-scale mining is Galamsey. So the question is this government really ready to fight Galamsey? How do you say you are establishing a new entity that is going to monopolize the purchase of gold from small-scale miners, otherwise known as Galamseyers, and now you are going to regulate Galamsey and you are going to give them money? Sisi aban say ono edisika bema Galamsey for na wabua na Galamsey no akoso chese den ekoso Ghana mi bisa o yensuo na ese na yenyina ye ka ho asem no yenuanu mandisi for omo ba ben mo si da bi wo kaya omo amukọ nsuo na no koye press conference ka say yensuo no asesa kala emejidi say yenyina ya de ehan.
Okay, so brabak na yenya Daniel brabak na where osahene the demonstration of fighting yanko the floor of parliament osahene make a comment on the floor of parliament a good board. So osahene say Galamsey board anya gold board bia govi osahene say Galamsey board enya ntia so mu miemia network ni hwini eti yenu mu amohwe no YouTube ni nyina no momra Facebook why mu miemia network ni hwini enra say nya so mu mpene kura engosi he jasusi so yenti osahene on the floor of parliament yenti no.
Thank you for the opportunity to add my voice to this debate. Let me thank the finance minister for availing himself to take us through the whole essence of this bill. Let me thank also the Committee on Finance for their industry in helping shape the bill to its current form, and in fact the willingness on the part of government side to listen to various concerns that were raised earlier. And finally, this afternoon, the leader of government business chaired the winnowing committee and navigated through a very complex process of winnowing, where we were able to get to very good point on the way forward. Not forgetting the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, my respected friend and brother Emmanuel Opambuor. Mr. Speaker, I've been sad today because of issues of inefficiencies in our SOEs that affect the public purse. Dr. Cassiel Atuforsen as Finance Minister means well. He wants to ensure that we have sufficient forex to stabilize the city. But we must be careful. We must be careful. Mr. Speaker, if you look at this whole bill, the fact that it is focusing on small-scale mining, if care is not taken, we may end up promoting Galamsey.
Maybe if care is not taken, we may end up promoting Galamsey. Okatakyie, I've made this point here. So it doesn't even need to say care will be taken. The bottom line is that they are promoting Galamsey. Now, on that note, you know, I want to make it clear. So on the 28th, on the 29th, and on the 30th of April, say April on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of April, they occupy Flagstaff House because of Galamsey. On the 28th, 29th, 30th of April, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we will occupy the Flagstaff House. We will tell John Dramani Mama and Naba say yewu. Yen trauma yen shun yemu. Yen trauma your forest in United States. So we've declared war on Galamsey. We've declared demonstration on Galamsey. 28th, 29th, 30th of April. If a bedu now on fire any policy, clear-cut policy, direction towards the fighting for Galamsey Maya, we are occupying the Flagstaff House. We are occupying 3 days demonstration street. Obi ankoda ye jina musa 3 days. Ose a date, you know, 28th, 29th, 30th. So the year May 1st. And before you become May 1st holiday, you know. 28th, 29th, 30th of April, we are going on Stop Galamsey demonstration. We've declared war on Galamsey, and we've done it. They know what we can do. We've done it before in this country. They know what we can do. Fix the country. Me say afrifa ne lead here. Oliver Baka Obaye, you could do one of Pakurano and Chesi Huna could see a movie and San Yehu. And no Crepa, I was now. Yes, sir. I'm still the commandant of the field battalion. Crazy, 28th, 29th, 30th of April. Mrs. John Dramani Mama, I'm fighting Galamsey. We will make sure see any in occupy Flagstaff House. No, that's the truth. 28th, 29th, and 30th of April, we are going on the Stop Galamsey demonstration, and we will make sure 3 days continuous. We will be there. I've made it clear. That 28th, 29th, and 30th. Said the year fix the country now. Now we are no bad thing quite change. If say you be soon, you know, takwa de for neighbor, or money kekos for neighbor the first day. Or mufli takwa de the first day. Now you are near Votarians and also at your formula for a down for no bar. Now you are not into a one off no. On Baba do not 3 days in it. Yes, yes. So Moses Abo Utemia, get the commanders of the street ready. Get the commanders of the street ready. Message your mama in the neighbor Kaja. I'm in a boamemu. So we've declared 28th, 29th, 30th of April demonstration, Stop Galamsey demonstration. It will happen. So I ready. Takrade demonstration, and we are capable. We know how to do it. And we will make sure, Kobe. You will make sure. They say, you didn't never kaja. I remember when you Kolagudi, Rabaka me per honeymoon. Now, what buy is what you tax and so watch it. What buy a VAT, give a new ones in about, or not to be papa. Or not to VAT, new brand new. It is a matter of VAT brand new, dear. And in this year, the Monai Kanjama, we had the right thing. Yeah, for mano. It will be a country and a Mahama by one settle ye. On settle young contribute on settle young quantity tax was settled. The above 1 month for the 1 year. If so, Nicolam say gold board, no, Galam say board, no, I'll sack in a canoe. What would the Baby promoting Galam say? Yen it will young people this year. Esi nyina ya tinta sukoko e kira ban se ye mane kwan mo mfa ye sika because they ye ask for an say ye forest ni mo mfrim LI 2462 o ka so bo be repeal and wo so kwa amende on kan kore jo mama kan kore I'm telling you it yes ye nyina de naikaja me say on the 28th 29th 30th of April omo occupy Flagstaff House back 3 days the biggest demonstration in history. They see fix the country in question. They see the biggest demonstration in Ghana's history. They see fix the country. They see Kumipeko demonstration. Let the record show. See a bear. Govi. If I do big bra, now for Yanko Busano. So one would do big and we are cables. And then come here plus watch it do na make us na mono amuwe we are cables no e don be no mobobana now there's a letter Kovi national security chroye minister of your friend say energy chroye on the 7th of March say national security for befa 706 a year containers be na 706 containers no mo de koye dai wo mo de kogu he na no ma sha se yi bi de ye props ya na uni props who be ye movia who so ye settings now it looks like government or yes settings bebre. And I know so watching gold, watching dollars. No, every year you way. No, be a top ACG container last year, 2024. I'm watching me to what the idea was see a match and a mobile betino. Manchester, Manchester. Also, Dubik also. Dubik in our Ghana. My mamma said, Dubik here. Comfort Utimenka. And what Ghana? Who got Ghana? Now, who come in on now? Can you say now? Who you say? Macasa, when we are cables, you are buying the buy and what the problem is why me am a Dubik. I'm saying, I'm saying, my main friend, I'm Musano. I want to say. Okay. Nyamiadom. So the big mama and a year immediate pass a year ECG boss. Na cables unsemi. The big yamusa wo cables no. Ona na we ECG penny. And someone by what be bebre. And yes ECG moko kra cables buy. Ayera we ya we na ye nti yamfa the big nko gina mranim yamfa napo yamfa wan ade. Edi asemwa.
Minya asem na wo ne say me to ne yesi edum rebi no yesi minister say ECG containers ayira na containers no na asem nyina ne say numbers no so ebi say 2005 ebi say minister say 3000 yo me dia ne say tama container kase containers yi ayira yi asem ba kwa wo si nyina kan hu say container enya ade ebetimi ayira sebi producer container wo hui ewo no any unique number container yasia fanani na international supply chain the easiest way sisi amini to we talk afri amanone na wo container number na bill of lading number na system number obehu be bia container no
tracking ni bibia ka ho
bibia enti mimi dia ni say me say minister set up committee no me manage. So minister set committee or I deal with ye be who no crewum. Ah, I quite the mafia de bedroom baby. Yes, committee the report about. Now, committee the report about okay, you question report in what? Ya bo me him. Sebi. M7 himself will law school. Now, who kwako vie committee report here what throw me deal with me. Ubus adebia ubusa me baby.
And the almost set a committee. Name a principle of natural law ne say before say be crucify will be no be buana teno. Eso money odi atarem patem. So womra me yina no.
Hey, why the father for one chese wa ko school shade
Mashada.
Bema.
Name me am frel.
On be am freme entie me no musem. Enso report bie sisi a obia kebi. Ena dubik we via meter. Ena dubik we via container. Ena container ne be kwa kwagide no ho. Sisi na fe de sisi ade ni na ya homete. Me ena misu pese me kam obi ati asese. Container de no we eduma na yesi. Wa kra de fi amanoni. Abedru ho. Service ECG niska. ECG entimi ntua container ne ka. Se ne container ne gusu o customs for ho eni Ghana port. Omo de wo. Utu duty na container ni pia ena ebebe di ho. Ana yesa. Na yentia ho duty dia se ne container no gusu wo mo na se container yira wo port eni fa ECG for ho ben.
It before say ye be kra nyom afra bruchini no. There are several types of contract, government international contracts. So we will be qua either say FOB free on board, and DPP, and CIF. Na before say any panel, any new money babe drew place in what no say ECG for ne afrifa equal agreement. Say kokra and yoma bre. Say depending on the nature, say CIF a free on board, and your money mekan ECG insa. ECG is not liable for anything that happens to your money meboa.
Okay. Bill of lading. Me sanka me container no gusu port. Wow, ade yedi diagrobat as yedi gu other state institutions bisu hufi. Wow, na dia no ukase menka no krepa. I blame the committee. Committee na mwa minister no.
Okay.
Committee wow. Obviously, na committee no of terms of reference, minimum terms of reference. Na who here some be frame. Na say who here some be frame and who here some be bomi din so document no. Because sebi. We go mi hu fi am nam kwan wi. So be fa me ho tan e de ade bomi trim kumia. Yere be hena.
Yanku ya tika kana yan hwade. Ai containers aye kan wasemi. Wo ba ya wo be ye CEO. Na containers bi makra nyoma bi na nyoma no na wo port e de asema bibisa ho.
Oh, eya na ye se na nsemi abeye bebre ya koye se nia efri kwa nkroma breso aye ECG dubik nkwa na betre konwam.
Okay.
Oh. Na mikra ye bu mi betre konwam 13th May 2022. Ultimately G me record every me ho. The company saw the biggest growth in revenue ever. It was more than 3 times. Maybe do na ECG buy a 450 eco 500 million busumi dia. Actually busumi bisunu na dia 600 and 750 million. Sisi amene ukase minister credit to mu interviews no ba ko sisi ECG 1.5 billion. Ena me di sorry free kodwam ko e. Me betre kodwam no. Na containers be wo port. Yeah, now a joko for year investigation be on contracts be a friend LNR. And no kodanche me betre kodwam na PDS in the sensem no so aba. Oh, enti some containers ni na we containers are here contested ni na say asem wo court or was so preserve nyema ne say netie. And yes, I will find now you are liable for it.
Uba here as a ECG boss no. Na containers be go based on a new course be to say PDS for containers by name of PDS reverted back to ECG no. And the year bone of contention there was some legal matters surrounding and in Yomano. It's here is our containers go. But there is a letter I would throw here requesting for some auction to be reviewed or to be still. A salad and a debadia.
Oh, and one American you share ya wo ho ne yeti say containers ni bi ya wo port no you see GRA auction containers let me see GRA ntimi auction containers if you say at least I don't know obianim say
GRA auction containers belonging to ECG name we make am sir no port okay
enti me tro me to one amount na me tro letter say me say yesremo container no mutibi na se mo ye kra bo reverse say enwa eno mu yi ano a me nim me say me tro adwuma mu
o tro krata akọ say aban state institution ECG na GRA state institution and yes containers aba ECG dia na mo antimi antua ho clearance ka etu o ma auction mo auction ma ahwan
nyame bi no die ni tumi nchirem na ya omo auction containers yi ko ya ye tro letter ye nya ho response bia mba asem ni say me de minim pa ni say container be free port epia enam send na GPH any customs ebedi hu nkomo ebedi hu kitaho hwe me see container on brofo brori be ka say a container cannot get missing, it can only get misplaced or lost at sea. So we be ka say 1,000 pa yira no ebi vom eti me dey say ye nyina yamwa minister because me committee na mwa minister so committee ni report pa ni a eni mwa minister. If you say minister or wakumapa or share containers no because in Yamane wom no say tembia minister beka sebia or say in Yamane wom the critical materials ECG ya eyampa de onwa auction so na bibisa ni de amusi omuhu okro yanji ni nyina hwe me na me ka kiro me nko bebia me wo krum ha so bi hia me obebisa me asem me kirikiri mu akire no me ba se me besom man me besom man no so kama emresui na me sore koye na se bibi esi ewo machi na se munti ase ana muhie munkyerekye mu bia sebi se efese wo be fra bi se watre kodwa no mu da o bra be kire de ni den na hu ye de ni den ti na se koye sei kyerekye mu na wo ma men kyerekye mu a se esi ametre on se we ade yi wasi utribu pose wo pese upra me
and to the best of your knowledge and from where you sit no containers saying and at the time where you handed over power to the NDC now a war port and as it stands now how much are they saying say did was saying and almost say ayira
sisia you see 1,346 was a day ayira but me say say menu nyina nim say a container entumi injira ni and some na committee no be catch minister say container ayira no it should be said your terminals be bring or port or one checking in na sabi ya hwehwemu ye die ana ye the container numbers na ma shipping lines they say omu fa ship ni ahwe say bi say container na bedru ha na say wo ha say anipa bendi na wom e wo bibia customs for ne de no wa na e wo other omu hwe unia na say o ka say GPH nkwa de say wo answer question no.
So me no ka say you call Ghana ports and harbors tema hwa you wo Atlas and they get different places you kokko pack containers and so far no omunti mekanchine so mo search all the place to see say containers no ya search a port no ba bia anase ebi kura no a ebi wo eposo anya medruye
me dey me say committee no time frame amudi adwuma na yi no sebi eya botre eniema say ya state interest no yen ntem yen prepare ye ho if you say ebi ane say wabo medin e wa ade mu a ya nkomoyi sebi say sisi amembisa say sisi ye ko hu container ni nyina e den ye beka kafra na kafra ebetimi asesa de mu de yaka de atia me e okroma ebi say ye nchiruntum ebi mi say ye je ni say ebi say when nyina
the big as it stands now your letter B which was released I think 7th of March minister no requested 706 containers B yenyinia fanko national security for warehouse Abelimpe and also can a year containers na eguana ayira ne ho bia na ase no de enka de yesi ayira ne ho
wahu Okatakyie mintimi yano if you say minim if you say letter you okay say March day
March 7th I think yeah
obi foforo na work onwem sebe se na ade ni si ye nyina wo so obi foforo na be den ebechirim enna na make say ade we eya abotre yes minister set up a committee bi amu beboa ye obi biara miniti we misi bi nko bia me manko school wa brochireda me manko school wa brochireda me school
do big mama nwane an wo nwane nso
enna me nwane
if so nwi ahwe nyesa
eti mi wi ahwe na container ne nyama na wo mu untumi fa nwa ya ofie o untumi yusu ofie na container o se fracture me na container enti se bofruit no waka say bedi asa edi sheka wo debi container no container number e wo unique number international supply chain ndi enti mesre say kasa bebre na ye kasa e wo bedwam yama report amwa minister report ya kasa amwa no aha no enti wasi yenyina ye boa minister na yenyina yetimi hwehwe containers because niam a wom no ebe boa ECG she me wa adwuma no niam bebre wo ho ankro ebi mo ante ase ye catch us say we managing director it's much more of Bronibeka says a situational yeah you find yourself in whatever the problems are no and now solve matise baby wo report no say yes who ye niska so de bia na ye kra ne ma entisa che ubetimi aye o budget ubetimi aye o plan asembeba you e bia fanse wo Okatakyie this year what toka wasa oda bako wadwimu no now enye wadwimu say o ba be ha utumi tia duty no baby a we first one we ya na o ma me be jare asa na o ba be show ma me wie na o papa su wuye asa o papa wuye o sister said the school fees management we shouldn't oversimplify management, especially in an institution like ECG. ECG na nya company kitwa o.
On record, Yemusa ECG containers be ayira assistance now to the best of your knowledge. Na ayira would big Mahama. Oka hone yewia containers no.
Ni ma o wie kra. Me say container into me yira. See ya auction details no be wo. Say a yira ya mpampa na bia yira wo eposo by now e ho paper wo. See ya misplacing an idea kosi baby fofra ye bubo system no mo ayebehu. Say container na PF report ho because of boapayo bi anase kana na bi na akoso a by now e ho report be wo ho baby. Mo me nya botre ne ye hwehwe.
Domik yebenya motani ahwe na emo no se wo mo frɛ se besene na beyiwa no a we ready any day anytime so obekwa koyiwa no
unia ade na minko yiya no me ba se me besum man ma se me be ball man no ejuma me ye da ho pefi kama mimi nam we through sa ejuma yi ntimi fa me sa left endpoint ECG ejuma ya o mampani na Akufo-Addo de mami if you say through sa ejuma we menya yuma bebre menya office bebre ntimi trase emfa me sa left endpoint enka say ejuma David o se meboa na je meye bia dia boa no meboa na me mesa case su say committee omo amoa minister report no mo ye no omo amoa minister
do we get better say name no kra ne say mema manfo na hu say we ye nipa bonefo e be say we ye menua ai we ye menua na we ye menua ana abeti na ECG one from the secretary brabenum ti na ayi container nka ajaga onya we ye say ba contractor anya ne say giye he aga do me ana fa Kajira bia.
Fani se ke bia oba mi fie na mi ti container house wo. The container le si se na tu mi ka se me wia container. Uni na mi
also. But ask me, where are you? Dubik, someone Dubik Mahama, one of former managing director of the ECG, and the nutrition commander. Now, or Kasimbi, container piano, see the Frabruche bar, a unique container number, and a tracker at the container. Et you container no, say in front of Pum, Nasia the Badia, port to be a container never kono. You can track the container near the bedroom port to Hono. Under the protection of the Ghana Ports and Harbors, as well as air customs divisions of Ghana Revenue Authority. It will never share before see a best kind of container. No, a year see baby a CDC. Nina processes it is will be bad. There is no way we bet me a sorry. What did Remo Cosa Atlas so a EU containers? No coin what did the far containers? And no far container bako. Na container bako no. Yet the sick cars were yanamau. It that means one day no. Cars mako 1,000 something. And the real container port to home. Equal ECG containers mako 1,000 and over. It more dear way make sense to move. Ghana for ya gini mo containers mako 1,000 and any party Mr. Cars a call and watching na me de kofidi am won be sim na say container no wo we are in 2024 MPP abem and A plus si wo hunu bi a ekọ me ni A plus wo so akwachi bi na de tom to no mfa nya djuma and no to ye dey what to 2024 April what I saw the new man go now, the Yansani. Our brand names are dear way, ECG for dear, and Maria. Was I receive the point to say your auction, yeah, the records of auction is there.
Yes, more fire. Because
your auction can be your auction any product. The records are there to show that we auction ABC amount.
Precisely. More fire.
So see auction now. Go and see the records. Who it was auctioned to. And no, the question of whether or not it has to be auctioned. It's a different question altogether. We will answer. They make others say. Never won't come now they are betuga and a container Sahira containers will be the big Mahama Napo. And I've said the government should stop the media trial.
Precisely.
More fire.
You are trying the people in the media.
Exactly.
So
we are a nation. Eti enegovi me the man for ne kwachi ni Okatakyie wo makakra na ya hwe aban we ba ye any 2 days no so akohunu containers bi aban ni container dia container government settings aban da bia no hwe containers any 2 minutes ana aban ni so hunu containers bi wo sapema enye we ya na dollars wo gold bars o mu hunu ni container we mu Ghana couldn't go to gold bars. And say, hey, now I'm say one allergy. And I say allergy into anything.
Oh, fire.
Now when it was one person ECG, it will become an ECG looking bad of your very big securitization of an issue and setting of agenda. Say open so ye bibia, open say man for no and we at the end of man for no it will control mon question. It young turning free ho. It ye can set the agenda and say ECG and your my gira 1,000 containers are here. Also by a man for no blame ECG and ECG for me a for. So the next day, if I buy the basket or more tonwa, man for no resisting. So it is part of policy making. In policy making, you set an agenda before you formulate the policy. Then when you are finished formulating policy and everything, what took a crama man for no show more reaction. So through media, so a agenda setting, framing and priming of a story. USA, almost person almost banned TikTok. It almost said that it created the story. TikTok is spying on America, which is a national security issue.
Precisely.
When you no man say man tell about wanna fall in love with TikTok. So when they say they are going to ban TikTok, and man tell about one will rise against it. Now how would they get the support of the masses to be able to sell TikTok? They had to now tell the masses that TikTok is spying on America. When the borders on national security, then will rebel. And that's exactly what they are doing with ECG. So Yama Abino, and said uncle cancer man for the say ECG containers but the question we are asking is that when it is free on board meanwhile ECG for a contract omukoyi a DPP so CIF for crown omukoya until sababa bedu the warehouse of the person now or the person is not liable.
Fire. PDS.
One for the PDS eba. On so muton ECG. The stories way back now, yes sir. Yes sir. It where you framing and priming of a story. I want to prepare man for not getting. Man for no so getting a woo. We. So, we containers behind you. So containers are here. When the could be a port. Port used to come as a bobo. It's more there, you free one. The mom say auction. The records are there to show. And minister won't show a crater at the command port for. So national security baby is 706 containers. Now no be normally your props here. There is a question. Eti container yo mko hunu no ama samai ene ye say flight bi ba me see port no so na ena no mo so machi cocaine ewo na ni nyina ye hu dia kosi ena no so cocaine ba ko mo chain wo port wo tema port wo fishery company bi o ni nyina ko fi ye hu dia kosi eti national security na courts control ye busa mo question say eno ni meboa cocaine ya fi
4 kilograms. Subsequent intelligence-led operations on March 8 led NIB officers to a suspect residence where an additional 13 sacks and 1 bag of suspected cocaine weighing 345.07 kilograms were discovered. Laboratory tests by NACOC and the Ghana Standards Authority again confirmed the total consignment 3,319.68 kilograms as a high purity cocaine ranging between 50 and 70% purity. The cocaine, with an estimated street value exceeding $350 million, is believed to have entered the country via sea using fishing vessels. 2 suspects, Isaac Kweku and Kenneth Kobina, have been remanded into custody and are scheduled to reappear in court on April 2nd, 2025. The NIB has identified additional suspects currently at large and is pursuing their arrest to ensure all individuals involved are brought to justice.
Kobi ye first story was here. It where cocaine there no. Aban yi ba ya no so achi cocaine. Na akosi say. Na me say YKM say I believe Dr. Professor Mauko taught you a policy in Gempa. YKM is true. Professor Mauko and a chira me policy. Time I am a master's in international relations and diplomacy. So you can hear say nimjena misua I'm applying it. Na we no law malija. Ono so na chira me a commercial law. Na commercial law no kofi ye obibi a friend a international contract a binding net govern a trade international trade ne will be a friend FOB free on board DPP CIF and only a custom deben insurance freight deben ni nyina anti mini nyina why madaroma eti kobi cocaine asem ni nyasa ana yesawo wa no mso mako hunu container gold dia bo chiro na mamfo ne nkai
Field testing conducted by the Narcotics Control Commission (NACOC) confirmed the substance as raw.
He has made a massive bust, seizing a large unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including other counterfeits, hidden in 12 20-footer shipping containers. The containers were tracked to a warehouse at Sapiman in the West municipality, where a special operation was conducted after a tip-off. The cleverly concealed currencies, mostly bundles of US dollars, was found in wooden boxes filled with cement. Other boxes opened in the warehouse during the operation revealed extra currencies stashed in boxes that are barricaded with plywood and concealed with charcoal. According to the national security operatives involved in the operation, 2 containers are still on the loose, but state security trackers are hot on their trail.
Gobi. Eti we so we afa he.
Malam container.
Container, on pe container se malam John.
Malam John.
Container sem no a.
Container le dos.
Container sem no a.
Oh yeni.
Ope container sem.
Obe kan so ye to abawie Joseph Yami so ne nkrofo bi koka se e go du be ni ade. Na Joseph Yami no wai. O ye na dome market fo no. Yes ene e wakɔhye nwuram na nam se da bi. Woni kokubu ahe sa no mo kan. Nam se da bi. Joseph Yami ne kokubu ahe mo go hye nwuram no wai. Ya man position. Hey.
Asemi mo odi o.
Eti dollars de na ewan aban na twamura gu so wasa kofa afoforo bai so o machi na anu ya mo so machi another one na we na eye Reverend Tim Fojo ono na eye ranking member on eye ade yem say ranking member of the ya and was say ye beya ni ya ni anya busa national security send na cocaine ne way na gold no way na dollars ne way if somebody manfo no adwene dia agro mo yes settings container buying that be our container baby
Container bia.
Malam John container sem crowded.
Ibisi baby.
container buying
Yeah, you was ibisi baby no akofa.
no akofa
Wakobi.
na me de mesimi ne wan wan ya me yesa ayi ba ku ya ene de plus chini wodi so mo sheda wo na mo de gu ayi so no mo si kotwam no obi sheda free plus o metia said me de plus o me so mo say plus ne mu corruption se mo o be kanti o me no say kwame ayi container bi asi ye hu yi si ni niam bi ko chine na nyese manfo na wia the national security bet me aye woni do have any idea the very securitization of an issue and hitting the security port. When is national security? Omo pa man security say ba homo a. Omo atimi ko hit port no ye border so. Omo timi sise papa. Omo gu border no so. E gbafule lati mo. Na omo pa ban sika no a omo timi kwa am say terrorist attack yes na ban divertis ka go and your friend hitting the security port we all know mo asem so ho sa no mo ye container me dwene ho am ho say say ye bia be si warehouse do ya belem ho no e bi o ma tworo vocational de ben me mo ho e ho so ka be bia ni wani ho odu wa hu me pa na minim growing muna mo da ba bia wo mu hu da yesam ka kire mo
Malam John and the boys.
We say I love it more when you switch to lecture. Let me a lecture more. I mean you get rough.
For the record.
So we are going to Reverend Tim for your good income. Now you musa Bakwe. What for Reverend Tim for your container government. A bobo ya government now container government. Also when yam peke abaiwe
or the certain year man
na yenhwe letter na ayi wo tworo koma kobi ye na yesi dwomama Reverend Tim Fojo ekoka asem o ye press conference no say flight be mysterious flight me no bi abesi ye tarmac so na ekọ na ba ekọ na ba international security for mechere okoje to black wa wono na ye ayi chese otimi kire flight ba bi e free ba ani ade de etu ni aba no so mra mechere ye ana dwomama so Reverend Tim Fojo nko boa ayi national security for no na wo mo enye hwimu wo wa to question ama se bra be kire. And when it comes to criminal law, almost onus lies on a independent or prosecution. But I think so when it comes to corruption, the onus should lie on the person being accused. Because abiding the kura a information. Abiding knows every plane baby. So at the end of the day, when you are accused of something, the government should make available information to us, to the RTI bill, and say that flight a buy, or free ABC a buy, or the way a buy, and the government and they say, well, no information. information it reverend a fojo and emra information where abai where abai obi container abai now where krata reverend in fojo actual enlarge no na menka krata ma eye Ghana for enlarge no na menka mo we say Okatakyie, please limit the English because the NDC people cannot understand. Enlarge Daniel, enlarge na we a ranking member of Kwasia na me Kwasia na me honorable reverend Tim Fojo the title no we ranking member Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament MP for Asin South Watchua krata koma yenridi krata no was say I write to request for the committee to invite the above stated security agencies under the oversight of the Committee on Defense and Interior to attend upon the committee on Monday April 7th 2025 at 11 a.m. In the committee room of Parliament. So our request is there should be a joint briefing by National Security, Police, CID, Narcotics Control Commission, Narcotics Control Commission, and National Investigations Bureau to the Committee on Crucial Security Matters. The Okatakyie said the purpose of this proposed meeting is to afford the agencies the opportunity to brief the committee and provide updates on the investigations being conducted into high-profile reported incidents of serious and urgent public interest. Number one, the security agencies would be expected inter alia. It means among other things. So the security agency, among other things, will be expected, among other things, to provide updates on investigations specifically conducted into one, the operation conducted by National Security in Sapema on February 9th, 2025, which uncovered 20-foot containers stashed with gold bars and currencies. It is a video now. Reverend Tim Fojo say National Security, CID, Narcotics Control Commission, Omunyina Amra, Committee of Defense and Interior. Now, Wamumra Mechre. So far, investigations will be abedru. We was the high-profile bust of cocaine of 350 million worth and another worth 120 million, which took place in March. So we are almost so much cocaine. We almost so more calling on them to come and tell us maybe investigations I could do. We also see the two suspicious flights, namely Air Med flight N823 AM and Kavok Air Antonov. Where your flight mienua yenim baby free never see a tarmac so na ye believe so modern nioma ye kan nioma o modern nioma ntwefamu abai o modern load Dubai sa na ye believe so intim fojo reverend intim fojo say wonu o matena se so momra be ma update if someone to remember two foot strong man for the see a chico king na say before na ye cocaine ma chi wo see a kwachi container before na ye it mon fama tudwa say before na ye amum ye hunu mutimi fam fast system ni mon ko fi keke
David so mo so amom ye ya na be dimo ho ayra sisi mo be dimo ho
gobi you be passing through the system
precisely
and many bo ho mo de kire ye through the media e di pe bo ho ye tumi kye no yes we wa bokoro no why say ye dey divert attention nipa be pass through the system mo ntene nka bio enu be na mesusu sa ban we ye e tintim fojo ya de pa on the committee o ma ya de said they are calling on them to come and tell us because they are accountable to us. You cannot be throwing dust into the people's eyes. Say MP before we escape, MP before we are container. Name we are investigations in Kosiwe. Moba mena kosi baby. And Trifamwa by Yohani. Okay. And I'm mama kwa mama for no babe kabiana. Na aja yanyani na yansoreso. Ya no kwasiani abuo ni mu. Obi one for the mekabi mumie phone lines in to bekwe wa mumie phone lines no na man for nim frebi no mo so mekabi
Mama buy the was.
Ubi. Nipa no Ghana ha. Bola bed no. Or ha. National security born ho buy. Such an irresponsible government.
Precisely so.
Our court warrant that will be so. Not state security in the boss any panel buy. And we are buying. We are buying we. By full say. About 10 times say. Our mumbra. One from Maranya. About can say. We are buying. A buy a court warrant to be so. Him on the executive authority and the boss any panel buy. We are buying.
More fire.
You honey are buying.
More fire.
Mumra Bekabi. Bekwe. Number Ben Yafantuga.
What for number them to my
Frebekwe Mame. Number Ben, number for us Mekabi. And I can pay interaction with them.
Precise.
I want to understand show no said no baby I call. So Bekwe say. But the trigger will Bekwe said I Bekwe and I'm for them from a cabby. You read the message. You see the only want to divert attention from Galamese menace and you say or say I believe so. NDC youth for or say Jandam show talking incorrectly show apui NDC youth Madam Assisem Waha Fabra number near say because you are yelling Temna for Brana Hanya, you show GTV. So 0240 280 907 0240 280 907 Ofra now so Babekabi. Obu Oswan must signal. Obu Oswa. About phone said
by time.
Instead of helping your MPP party to reorganize themselves to become attractive again, you are here fooling the grassroots. They say you should be happier. One year. Say this MPP party is attractive. They say who to me for kwame former party is attractive. And I wouldn't answer. I want to also pass out answer check. But them a party in just say why? Oh, what day? My party ninja. Na muso ade muso en hamo. Da bia fe me kase bia. Mmadi matamo die katechi. Oze. Omo bledi. Yenye ne nso renkoi. Muso mo mfreshu be coin number ne besom. Em so ye na so dia to a. Ye do bibia ase. Show ni baba sommo. We kura mebu fo china we saba mo amoya mo se. Be ko eda. Ben check WhatsApp message. Eda na see WhatsApp message yo. Okay. Eda na see. Gobi. Me nya information bi. So when him say ECG, Owura Dominic Ayine, any Eduji, Yebusa say one man na ECG lawyers in the last 8 years. I got in a side bedi akun online so. Any mama ni God e majo. Me ho ye na so e.
Nyame adom ahode ho.
Any ye sori ya say ekisi ajaben so ache odi asemo a.
Say ye nuafo nti ache we say so ye chimi. Ba wo say wo me chew.
Enokure.
Ese ko mo chimi asa na o ma chew.
Ana mo chimi asa na ye chew.
But ni nyina ne say wo yo hene me no hene. Enti eba royalty mu dia wo yo udi kan eja me.
Enokure.
Enti o mo chew first asa na aba me so no. Eti na drum me so.
O se de enti no chew.
Me ka de tente wase makoka na bonte makoka no wuntumi radio and the movement television say Owura Kiseja be OSP aka cha abanda da ne say uhia private jet wada ye de dwuma
na nya no kure
wase nya no only man won in the ministry to kwan na so Ghana dia menim
but almost me call her in the and penny for honestly and yan crane. And I miss you. Some years and training my myself. It is a training I can't less way and yan credit and Cafasa bear means now. A double catch me say, eh, God, that's what kind of yan credit. No right to rejoin that. Because I not my truck. I withdraw and apologize. Not my ye. Open so I within the National Media Commission. Now, Omakudia said, more friend me, my evidence, I'm back. Nam differ, ye bogu meso. They say, Nan of Bibu, a D for night, Casa Moye, megaphone of war, no. Nanka be diabome. And yes, I was so. What better the Marco Court? Say, they have law of defamation. Nanka Jacobom, yo, me and saying, but the men singing a biama, make us now what you mean. And there, and ye frame me. And now, Cassarin Nipa corner frame, no, was he, what you do, OSP. Miss me, me form a come baby. And I'm so about me be din common and many women so. Say, wouldn't what me what they are. Half an hour, no so OSP office, and I'm so, no crum. It may sound back to Accra, me find Nami North Kanesi, sorry, North Legon side of the meeting. It in back to Accra, yeah. That is because of office no air parliament side. It in back to city, yeah. Near Meba or Nakaba near within Komo. Was also by me, was it by the Dinkomo or Mammy office? A wound to me radio. Or by sonning by the Dinkomo, a wound to me radio. And one met to me. It's any dear Quinso, or War Quinso. Said been previous, I did a Bechamuko. See, I did penny for Bechamuko, you go for penny for Bechamuko, which me phrase, eh, and then there are some more crying. It be a check a cramontin them say my ye. I say we are by ye, and Simunian Kofu Buguyeso, Namun can be my ye, on which we can in a Nisita, you say a fort as of the realm. And Tim so them and a member office I may be dinkomo, and me to me car, me fool. Na me call. Me call ya, and Pelifone Matinasi. Nina and his nitty one say. Yes, sir, no Macocase. OSP, I say, who I hear a Ghana. Because was watch or more or movie sika or more de la braba fagana fusicadi. Intino, said the corner man, why ye him more. It will be a crumpanka or faplina. Columpan a betting when the Juma for said the Baya, be our enemy, to Mutu Quanqua Butera. Ye, plain, for Mumwe, and quite plain no quinso. Mechanics because
now o ka asem no
but o mechanic
wo kan wo sa gina so sa na kan
o nyame albecha mu busa mesaka because
o be ka the same thing sa na sie am obusa bulletproof car kura so kan wonya sa
bulletproof de me o ma mu sa me ba mechanic ho
o kan no so obusa bulletproof car ho
mechanic say no so beti meti say sa na ba ye ma publications be ba say or the bulletproof but me ni evidence wo ho but Ghana for nyina gidi say die OSP waje bulletproof but me ni evidence but me nka bi en say wo ho but unfortunately me ni o man ti ban confirm me and deny say e no cre
God you ko do ho no mo se de o ma detain wana de ben ya
okay enti o mo say e sa de a ba bia me che sa se me free say ewura ki se jabin e ka se wo pe private jet no empanifu a o mo ka kire me no me mo mudi ma wo mo me fo mudi ma wo mo no mo nya further investigations na me se mesre mo wura no mesre mo yen de nya ne sa wo ba bia
na ono ki se jabin ne nkrofo no emra ba na ma ho kwan se o mbusa for source of information
o bubusai etibi busai o mubusa me a me no mo ka kire mo back and forth I said menkai on bakompo kan na make eso ni bakoro kan me wo mo kan me gidi enti ma mo se man fa di na amade a ene e kire se menye madwen se meni OSP be ye adwuma ana me se mesre mo se menye madwen se meni OSP be ye adwuma aboa OSP te se de ye be boa Ghana institution bi a Ghana constitution na ama ne kwan de a e ka me ma ha because mo ama me informal invitation ka me ma and ma meche bo makola na se kanesi ma meche me on my own volition say obuo di ni dia me de ma office ne say mo be hwehwe me wadwuma mu na mo anya me dam so say ade na awie meba because me aduma e sam won so hwe tworo
na ma me musa question OSP pe emra na set up ne office no emrane man ho kwan says obi ka asem no odwen say a defamation and I say asem no nya no kura ni ono ni tumi e wo saa mra ni mo che so obetumi afre nipa na ene de
Akadachi media medidin kombo in fact me lawyer e ba so mo che me no omo ka che me say now I have been formally arrested. Me friend my lawyer ba for
ho no omo ka che say formally they've arrested you
me no
one OSP
omo ka say mo me ma me source no me declare me source no and I me ka say me ntwi me no and na yen say omo bufuo mo say na omo che me na me so match me dia me hear me lawyer because me be na mo ka che say match me ka me lawyer beba because kadaji me see form no na me wo lawyer form mako enso wa se ho mo twen me enso and
I'm saying within the remit of the law emra ben no OSP no ogina so a oso o to me say obi aka asem either is a borders on defamation whether it borders on your friend say misinformation to me ben na owo is it the police or you police ana
I can say nyame adoma ifia da mesa omo se me nsambra anopa and ba me da me no ka say me goda sabedi akon me gidi say OSP oni sa ekwan no so wo ye de wo ye ene de wo ye no it makacha me lawyer say on hwen krata no say ene me ko ho wia be almost 2 o'clock and I say 2 me for na ekobo 6 it is 3 hours no me hu say a wrongful detention makacha me lawyer say on hwen krata no won see OSP me so won see OSP okay me nye sure say omo wo sa kwan no omo wo sa mandate no say media person can say wo no wa friend say o me chete me bubodin na
me nya sure say emra ne man ho kwan so otimi yes ade no the entry city office ne say omra no me fight corruption obi aka bibia fa wona say so wo giri say e defame wa the only place abetimi akoye the courts even that you cannot bring the police in
of course and
because some case in your police asem
yes
you go to court and file a civil procedure a civil case of defamation of character.
In fact, me busa womo, me catch womo say, asema womo kano. I don't see the correlation between corruption and the request by the OSP on the government of Ghana say on man of private jet.
Information young kwanate we may turn the last say you could and from a very reliable source. OSP need demand a private jet a bulletproof car. Ontiasia won court no nya so no nipa no kuruma no ade ba no
nyame adoma ifia da wose mi sambra member office ho anopan 10 o'clock etimeko ebe ba kunya court date ni e kodi nkobo timide saneki nyame adoma ofi me ho ye
ya beda se anyumre kokope fufu obidi na ayu onya alanga juafo ni bia yeni sei why me yire ho se we ka memo afachiri asababa meyere so ate
omo ka say Jack o di tira ukutande na no thing na me say abenu no just small
oh he see
ai
what me no bia okurumu a e ka kire ni penye penfa
Ghana yegyina ye equal shareholders I mean let's put it out there and these are winning elections they are in the majority our parliament and our presidential so much winning humongous majority but it doesn't make them majority shareholders of Ghana
Gordon kope me yire wo hodia ene saa na abeye no saa bre anwumire ho na abesa aka me mo afa kire na ya che odia bo hodi Gordon asar media ko yeminua awo ye adwuma e wo ye wontumi TV na ayi OSP oni tumi bia so bia kan asem ne go no ofia ofre no oni sa tumi no odwen se be defamation of character or your lawyer ni mapa you should resort to the court onya so odi tumi no hunu amanfo no say your misinformation so and our person go under the criminal and other offenses act it is the police not the OSP don't do that don't arrogate onto yourself powers that you don't have cause on neighbor we why
from Eden, because of Radenta.
Adam Casafra Denta. Adam Chief what to Mammy?
Okatakyie. Hello.
Adam it you.
Hello.
Adam Pejane Kakra. Okay, move for before Adam and the end of fat. Move for before. You mind you? Yay.
Hello.
Watch out, Minka. What you know, actually, when you know from Ra. Why you? Frembo Casafre.
Frembo Casafre, Kuba.
Okay, Mo Kuba. Frembo Yenju.
Metonka. Hello.
Frembo Casayetio.
Mese, Jumana, we know. Yakubo Shirao.
Amen. Frembo Medasi pa. 1 2 3 1 2 3. When you my brother, I'm going to pay a bina. Me, no, you do. I'm warmer. Me met now 4 hours. Me, you kwasia was it a papa be? Nyepete die. Ghana for me na say ya baba so mo. Me also be some multi-million-dollar studio where a phone call cannot come in a stereo. To da go for me hu je me kan kire mo. What do we show this super people? Papa Billy, we are going to go over the Brazil for you. Papa, show no a tough. A penny
precisely.
We me uncle Chokota Yankoda. I came, I saw, I will surely conquer. See you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Minse unkranz obiant me you who obiant me you will chrome drug cartels, cocaine dealers, money launderers, and the woman kasakura from kwache because no money say woman ko fan ko man kwache the woman kasakura from kwache woman they say woman not cocaine bastard mo am kwache watakura de ye bizam se nipa ne wo he akuma no atum sa payment gold bars no and it was a ruse no money is sa wo money pa na territory no we some people in the territory and no for cameras like national security for operation ya the cameras na ko and so ya nya MPP ni bi ya kwa expose no ya guna ni mase ko guna ni mase wo mo tam ya de ko ya ko bu ani twanfo ni gold na tam we sika wo mo wie ya and call be by hey Friday Sako can the wrong meat. But there was 2 months now. Beside almost say why na go near them say one allergy. Hey, and it did the allergy. One allergy, almost say one allergy. One allergy. I did 2 allergies. I said we do the allergy. One allergy. Na chrome allergy for the baby. Madam will be a friend ko Boaje asare. Ko asare Boaje. A friend allergy. One ya kremoni o, one ko kremo da. By a friend allergy. It's one allergy. One allergy. Na wo ko takrade. E ko bass almost on cocaine. Allergy out of million. One allergy. And almost takrade we intel. We so one people ni na de cocaine ba ko o mo tini we hu se sa NDC parliamentary candidate. Hey! Hagan, mo fane ko court be pem ne obi antumi for obi anko court. And almost akoti another one $350 million. Enti wo mo chiwie na ebisa wo mo se, why the search mo fane metudwa, mo nkoche no, mo fane mo nya de se mo ya. Won sa drug dealers no, money launderers ne de mo akasa ma ye hu operation no maka mo anu atum na mo shield them protect them innocent journalists are na adwuma no I am telling you sir they cannot use any state agency or state security apparatus to intimidate anybody for calling them out. Buy in just 3 months gold half a friend say cocaine $500 million and then krumu half $1 billion and the enra kwacho fosu and I make we so yeah kwacho fosu emeka mienti we kusi say was say omo no sa friends saying post to be a President Mahama a post to say security agencies no investigating concerns na raising into the suspicious flights and cocaine money laundering yeah no na omu interested in as a matter of fact president no krano or chirokeke and then you have the videos I will send it to you you must play it over and over na nya no na hia wam okay yes also nya no na hia wam they are only interested in making an example of Intim Fodio. What example? And what Bibisa said, are you saying said the president yes why now or taking also would be on taking some I am the spokesperson for the president and I speak on the authority of the president say investigation we are only doing to make sure say we have made an example of Intim Fodio. They want to make which example? We will do them say which example? Cocaine phone and then I'm one protect you one the match one baby Kevin Taylor to me back na mama no security protection so many na mo abra court kura no convict no na innocent journalist ayi o madwuma no wo mo ka no kura okrum ha just 3 months of the intolerant Mahama government professor kan obi anu tum what do you want to make anu no mo pay different person kan anu tum na questions mbebre ho go don next week e din bi amede ba betutu dwa no telling you kwakuda wo se menka jo so chia wo wo se en ya so ko bubu be polo so Jennifer Queen MP for be so mo sure na omo se wo ba no omo se in fact one mo hope say MPP for M9 na money e dey mu ye resolute mu ntwantro na omo se ba bi ye omo de kwa ne se Felix Kwacho Fusu ebe kana bontin se o mo invite na wanko no musu na de na wanko na ebe kana bontin se o mo boa o challenge wo mo afese response wa yi de buy ni say Felix say Felix say they invited you through minority leader and I say no route be ni eti wo ko Cape Coast aso ko fa commercial as ko Cape Coast na eti you procedure they invite MPs yeah na you say A+ another mini about come
no, but you see, so, yeah. In Kwachi's press conference, right, he was specific. Was it security agencies? I inviting a whole Ghana.
Yes.
Was it security agencies? And he said the security agencies in the for your marking.
Sir, yes, that was mistake. I feel you put into straight proof. No, I say now they are now writing a letter to speaker.
Hey, and now so what a buffer? It's a person what a trouble for more day now.
Let me tell you. I took this matter so seriously when President Etro said he wants the security agencies to collaborate with me. He has zero tolerance for cocaine and all these things. But you know, I did see a Metro letter requested for joint meetings. Say, Mama, all the agencies now President Abumudino. Mama, ni siana de miubiano. Me fama de monsumo. Ebi a mumpumuni de minimum mama me update na ebe ma me ma no adwo a momra ne yisa na ndisi for no mote ase so okay ne ye kra ba be kam ho ani CMPs no so ye kra ba be kan ho na nko ese nko a me sure letter ne koya no ma sa twa U10 mumpeni for block on say there be that what kind of meeting is that
but ye ma ye genesis of you know
okay
ye say plane B ye ambulance plane
good
ABC Ghana
good
you say ambulance di into basa and na eba you say yare phone name ifunu name and na betie see your Mangana airport see what some days you say one ba ko buzu ba ye ba ko be di 5 days you say ba ko say the type pai and mo kokoko mpesi you say ayibi organize be kokoko mpe to ma me change omo airplane time na ma wo mo kwa say akwa so kwa afuru mu wo he omo chiye ya afese ba ko mo so ko omo ko Europe omo fi Rwanda and mu ko Europe and on befa Ghana and I'm say hey na me ti akrai na me say me kwata mala afi makofa azim me frazim ma be kumase ansan makope adden then e ko so esremu sekiremu
yo you the tia ne say eti for ichiam pa muni ho ayi ni ho na the woman say tanka bia nhemu ebra dani aban edema President Mahama ne ehwe ni musenka Ghana ya gidimpa as the second most peaceful country as aku kenjwadi ni ade ya tibi tetetetetete no ko mba beto aso sa ye de ma wo mo a bosumi ba ku bia there's a cocaine bus bosumi ba ku bia there's money laundering bus bosumi ba ku bia there's a nyoma sabe boman eno mo ye okromu ha ene ye bisa wo mo say within all this time cocaine ni ade di atrenchwe ni money laundering ni wo mo ago da yi di atrenchwe flight mean bi so buy na sa flight no ba ku cry ambulance just say no efunu anase yare for na organ pen ye defa ena ba ku so ye private cargo eno mu free Gran Canaria be wura mem Gran Canaria so no
ewo he
ewo Morocco so ha
okay
be island but it's Spain for ase it's a small island na enuboni dwade nko na koso
okay
into ebra wo mo free oba ye no is suspicious because there are thousands of flights at a back room etuko obi amisa ho asem ba mienu ide ambulance no be do 20th March obedu ya otna ha for 5 days and osa tuko 25th March no back to Gran Canaria and about so 12 March and so sa kavoke and so etu free Gran Canaria ho eba Ghana ebedi 13 days and also sent to call the same Gran Canaria ye kwacho for so can say free Rwanda ni ayentro na wo mienu nyina to the same time no
wait a minute fetch me da be na asa wo can see date ben
12th March and a kavok no bedru ye
12 March Rev Vajade o bog me check out DBC was say police raid 2 cannabis clubs in southern Gran Canaria for illegal sale of drugs. We date here 15th March 2025. Because my shadow bought Gran Canaria. I will Google some me it took a Gran Canaria was say Spanish police dismantle mafia linked drug running network in the Canary Islands. Up to 60 years in prison and fines of 15 million for drug trafficking in Gran Canaria. Just police discover drugs hidden at Casbah Shopping Center in Playa del Gran Canaria 2024. This I say Ronaldo also goes.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know God is a sa flights neba. Mind you say 25th March na we na so tuboko mu. And na dum so kese bi nsi wo Kotoka International Airport da. Yeah, same day ni see. Me saying na coincidence. And the business amafo hu say enioma bi free mu ko enioma bi free mu ko shemu ni ade. And e bi say minority caucus ye raise concern say mu na mu ye security agencies. Enya kwa chofo su ni bi say na sem. He doesn't know anything about security.
This is a trouble
security agencies na wo mu ye credible. Wo ne ani wo mu e bi say wo say se bibi wo mu na munima mo fa metudwa se because amafo susu se intel no susu se eye kokain na se sika na wo mu enti no se eye no amom yehu ebi o mba na mo che wo mu a na yehu na mo ye nhwehwem se ba ye nso na ne mo ifiri mu do mu ise mu anye bibia se obi ampo akometu a na ma set records nso obi akomanto no ye mu obi anim na as a security agency no mama esa authoritative information after say my investigation no na bibia so atwa ye bisa we ya hey akobre o mampeni Mahama kuru akobre kwa chofu sukuru ene bi say na sebe na monso nka cocaine ne yinsu de ka mofa ho be aye ko boso a ese bre mukuru security agencies na wo ho no mo akasa kwan mo fa small note bi meto abonten dwodwo amanfo akoma we kanako any Ghana airport, any NIB, small state.
I'm let you see.
Now come on, issue to say Ghana armed forces. Yes. Ebra pirates in Okatakyie this statement by.
Debbie.
Is it the spokesperson for security agencies?
Debbie.
Which agency is more sensitive than Ghana Armed Forces? But one kasa and the issue almost statement say crime say na akoso ye hwehwemu and we are expecting the same way say other security agencies ni so de munim fa ho no mo fa metudwa mo say hey abremukro mo ba betete mo ba intimi they should come they should omonto pono ema cocaine for no mo protect we na omombra emeche ye ne aye kasaba unza asem we UN for asum
sir.
Oh yes.
Publication
the moment kwachofo so be kan say enye di hia omo aban no ene say o me hwehwemu na they just want to make example of me na you say so anyuma we intelligence aye ne kra ye wo aye di ni ehwemo enti say bibi say aba na mo be hwehwemu Grand Canary suspicious flight mo ye hwehwemu here you are jumping the gun and irresponsibly recklessly arrogantly talking about going after somebody. We are watching. They've issued a statement.
But Rob, ukasa first no na nipa bebe ntiase na ese I dey motivate you no more joy FM Emma omukwa investigation afi omuze asi also to report omuso ma confirm me
yes
ya wokan no wokan na suspicion na doubt wo ba bia na
god me breaking news na there will be an NDC for Babontin time issue omo friends attack dogs ni army so anya no kra o twantro so fu twantro plane bia me land plane bia anya no kra ono ano obo ne propaganda and na me release plane no the flight number and the details in Bibia, time or the bedroom, time or the call, every precise details. And I join news for any other news agencies. And so, a dome was to call, don't want to call, could be a manifest. Who said, be a detail to pet, and I feel who say, hey, I feel any try U10 and a buy. A buyer then a bay a quacho for say. Free or the Yarefos a full free baby and echo baby, Nagan Han Obo and or saw too fuel, no saw too fuel, no, maybe a Grand Canary wa or Ubepa Morocco, Huapa Libya, Huapa Cameroon, Huapa Burkina, Niger, Bia, Huas, Wedru, Ghana, no, when ya bia and nephew was a Ghana, no be fuel. And no boo fuel, ni ya, Oba Betuan and Nigia, a pie. Time so pie and an entire and problem and an engine leaky oil and a more fresh for a free baby a day a fix it and to be say and no movie now or more fixing or move to a command could be an omuku so full no more cool so organ no more cool say ya for no cool man fan uncle no more down one sound call back to Gran Canaria na be a full na that ambulance no more organ them and answer yare for them omotwamfo ni bi di ababontiana
and na
he no mo de ne call hospital be
na bibusa no
na mo kokora no within that period sa na sesem go be catch re sa cargo pictures no try video no fake videos sa gallons bi fin bi na say eno na combustible oil a wo plane mu no cargo ye fa combustible oil enfla fake bi no makotwa bi sa say omunya video no da ben because flight na tuko and one more Africa even Mako piecing it together. And so we are daring them to tell us some and as some no more cancer and a buy and a say and Munko far party free baby and to moon be say and moon won't the same day doom so buy and moon to go. Now his force would say if Angola and Angola if Gran Canaria and a Basankoye and the force would be say free Angola and buy because Angola need the capacity to give permit RA3 permit to enter Europe and you know because in November 2024 and friends airport Angola no Luanda no they are taking certification to give such permit way back 2024 September and this kwacho for sube catcher say plane A12 free Angola granted say who put it to free na say Ghana no ba beji permit and so akwa they should tell us the truth and stop covering up for their cocaine matters
but Rev then the ma suspicion ebeba say ade we ba yin na ba ko be say 5 days was say no possible say ebia nuboni asem anase money laundering then the ma sa yinaba
okay we are the NDC for kwachu say and I will resign if in team fraud was able to bring proof say na cocaine go na carry on say asem na wokan because intel now national security for nyaye they call supplement they call basic gold niko friends sikano obi ko ekobu container nani a picture you go nibi as evidence at the brew say so good way bebre as a container small supplement
dabi
cocaine na one this ni cocaine na moko bass ye no obi ko container nim and this for the containers there obi ko container nim e ko twa picture of the cocaine and take samples at the brew say money ko test say cocaine na we any concrete proof. Entino money answer what kind of childish response is that? Entino the cancer history is repeating itself. Make candy sisuna master kwakono. Obekaya, you can Google it. January 2013.
Yeah.
Ghana Web, any modern Ghana, but they were not the ones who broke the news. The news was broken by an Iranian news agency. And we're breaking news in the mass CNN and Al Jazeera. 2013 January, the same beginning of President Mohammed's first term, to say Yawa second term, beginning same period, and now Turkish authorities intercepted. Turkish airline, Turkish authorities intercepted $80 million worth of goods, shipment of goods, a good Turkish airline beam. And sir flight with African and neighbor. Now documents are who were him. Contacted Ghana authorities. They zipped up. It was a big scandal. Till now, they zipped up and never talked. Woman seizes 80 million. Gold. No.
Wow.
So 80 million. What the back and name was over $1 billion. Was 2013. Me Sunday amount direct to cry.
Mr. Pacho be there Ibia man we ye source no I'm told that this one is coming from Joy News or say claims on Gran Canaria suspicious flight must be properly investigated. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. And now omo edi abano intipacho pacho eni entiende wo no or say claims on Gran Canaria suspicious flight must be properly investigated. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. And now omode no abano enti mahumba akonso asen yes what said about $80 million worth of gold flown out. $80 million worth of gold flown out. Officials tight-lipped we delegate and this house story so a buy that can be similar date na but I check me on January 19th main news. Okay, so on January 2nd 2013 Turkish authorities seized the stash of gold in a Turkish airline cargo plane bound for Dubai en route to Istanbul's Okatakyie airport in Turkey. The Turkish authorities claimed the gold lacked the necessary papers needed before it could be transported. It was, however, realized that the information given to the authorities was not entirely true because nobody knew where the cargo originated from or where its destination was, even though the gold on board the plane was undeniably gold carrying Ghanaian seal. And today, 2013, when John Mahama was the president, but he said,
the same trend. Ghana, we should brace up. Say, I'm sorry, Waka, Neankasa, and somewhere Babe Kosu Krumuhano. A bedroom Pempensubino. We Ghana, Nasa, who took Abrucha. One year, they may even strip you naked.
So, what is the way forward now?
Okay, 2009 to 2017, United Nations classified Ghana as a transit point for
drug trafficking.
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to get back to that. Yababe cleaning up every year. You want us to go back to that era. And when we are asking questions, they should provide answers. They should not go after innocent journalists, innocent politicians who are asking questions, legitimate questions. We demand answers and accountabilities, not persecutions and unlawful, commando kind of, arrests.
All right. I was for Reverend Johnny T. Fojo and we pass it through no idea and come on. Abaso yadasi. Yamisha yako pomo hombai. Maybe I could be na MP for some Mompai in Nechi. Member of Parliament for Ascent South and Yababidi and Komono. Bepe kwang na yasa back to the studio nearby Bedi and Komobacho consultant to moral and ethics committee of between one and Audu Mahama in Tipacho Audu Yanko.
Now briefly on this matter. Maminchia Jivoni Tifu Mabaha Chekakra. Na
Kasa Obaha Chekakra.
Meba
Obaha
The first one he said is Wabaha. Mabahache.
Obahache.
Mabahache.
Okay, Nyashi.
Okay. Okay, I've been here for long.
Yes.
Actually, it's been a while that I've not been here.
Yes.
Say, it's been a while that I've not been here. Say, the mom with you, bro. When you say aircraft, the mama kakra. When you say 2 aircrafts in Rwanda, any Angola.
What a coincidence.
The originated for Rwanda and Angola. And secondly, many na planes many na Belandi or Ghana. And you know what? The first plane is Antonov 12 VK. It's coming from Rwanda and Angola. Was also fault was carrying oil drilling equipment. I see it was carrying oil drilling equipment from where?
Oil drilling equipment.
And lubricants from European Union.
Lubricants. What type of lubricants?
Lubricant. Oil. That was a statement. Quite fairly.
No. The video, Nana.
But Google there.
But lubricant. Which kind of lubricant?
What's the lubricant?
Okay.
Maybe.
Lubricant.
Aviation lubricant.
Maybe aviation lubricant. I said it was drilling machine, oil drilling machine, and lubricants from for European market. From European market. So
yes.
And if European market, at the end of every European market, and him an edico. I go for Rwanda, you go for Angola, and I be land or Ghana. And only I want to say develop engine blade fault and suffered severe oil leakage. That's plane number 1. Plane number 2 so met Emet.
Yes.
Also originated from where? Rwanda and Angola. Also by also suffered a tie burst. And issues with its landing gear. Coincidentally, 2 planes came from 1 to 2 countries in Africa. And problems by Kotoka. And now they have to take some time for them to fix those problems before the planes left.
Means so Christ will be to me. You will drug cartels, cocaine dealers, money launderers, and the woman Casacra from Quache, because no one himself, one call Franco Manquachi. The woman Casacra from Quache, one they say one or 2 cocaine bastard, Muamu Quachi or Takrade. You be some send the here. Akman Watum. Sapema gold bass no. And it was a ruse. No money is a sound money pan a territory. No we some people in a territory and no far cameras. Like a national security for operation. Yeah, the cameras level. And also your MPP need be a couple expose no. You good any masses. Good any masses. One more time we had the call you could do any triumph when you go in a time where a cigar or move ya. And call be by. Hey. They Sako count the wrong meat. But there was 2 months now. They beside almost say why na go near them say 1 allergy.
And it did the allergy.
1 allergy. Almost say 1 allergy.
1 allergy. I got 2 allergies. I said I would do the allergy.
1 allergy. Na chrome allergy for the baby.
Madam will be a fair Kokwa Boajasare. Kokwa Sara Boaje. A fan allergy. One year Cremonio, 1 quack Cremoda. By fan allergy. It's 1 allergy.
1 allergy. I will contact a compass almost on cocaine.
Out of millions.
1 allergy.
And almost contact Intel. If one people need the cocaine by a coach, or more senior who's a NDC parliamentary candidate.
Hey, Hagan,
more fun in court, but people will be to me for Bianco court. And almost I got another one $350 million. Into a much near Bissau almost say, why in the surgery? More funny material, more coachino, more funny, more young, the same way. One sad drug dealers, no. Money launderers nedia. Mwa kasamaya who pressing no. Maka manwa tuna musidio protect them. Innocent journalists are in a juma. And I am telling you, sir, they cannot use any state agency or state security apparatus to intimidate anybody for calling them out. Buy in just 3 months. Gold half a friend saying cocaine $500 million. And then Krumuha $500 million. And the enra kwacho fosu. And I make we so. Yeah. Kwacho fosu emeka mienti we kusi say was say omono sa friends saying post to be a President Mahama a post to say security agencies no investigating concerns now raising into the suspicious flights and cocaine money laundering. Yeah, no, na omu interested in as a matter of fact, President no krano or chirokeke in other videos. I will send it to you. Ampa, you must play it over and over and over. Send mebo. Nanya no ne here. Okay. Oh, yes. They are only interested in making an example of Intim for you. What example? And what Bibisa said, are you saying said the president can say why now or taking also would be on taking some I am the spokesperson for the president and I speak on the authority of the president say and here investigation we are only doing to make sure say we have made an example of Intim for you. They want to make which example? We will do them say which example? Cocaine phone and then I'm one protect you woman. One more the match woman say baby Kevin Taylor to me back na mama no security protection so many na mo abra court to kura no convict no na innocent journalist ayi wo madwuma no wo mo ka no kura okrum ha just 3 months of the intolerant Mahama government professor ka obi anu tum what do you want to make anu no mo pedi fair person anu tum na questions mbebre ho go on next week e din bi am dey ba betu to dwa no hey sir kwaku da ro se men ka just watch yawo was say any yaso ko bu be polo so Jennifer Queen MP for be so mo sure na omo say wo ba no omo say in fact one more hope say MPP for M9 na money e dey mu ye resolute mu ntwantro na omo say ba bi ye omo de kwa ne say Felix Kwacho Fusu ebe kana bontin say o mo invite na wanko no musu na na wanko na ebe kana bontin say o mo boa o challenge wo mo after response okay you dey buy ni say Felix say Felix say they invited you through minority leader and I say no route to be ni eti wo ko Cape Coast so ko fa kuma sans ko Cape Coast na eti you procedure they invite MPs na you say A+ another mini about come invite.
No, but you see, in Kwachi's press conference, right, it was specific. Was it security agencies? I inviting a whole Ghana.
Yes.
Was it security agencies? And he said the security agencies in the for your marking. Sir, yes, that was mistake.
I feel you put into straight proof. No, I say now they are now writing a letter to speaker.
Hey, and now so what the buffer? It's a person what catch up for more day now. I said I was like,
let me tell you. I took this matter so seriously when President Etro said he wants the security agencies to collaborate with me. He has zero tolerance for cocaine and all these things. But you know, I did see an Metro letter requesting for joint meetings. Say, Mama, all the agencies in our president Abumudino. Mama, ni siana de miubiano. Me fama de monsumo. Ebi a munim de minimum mama me update na ebe ma me ma no adwo a momra ne yisa na ndisi for no mote ase so okay ne ye kra ba be kam ho ani CMPs no so ye kra ba be kam ho na nko ese nko a me sure letter ne koya no ma sa twa U10 mu peni for block on say there be that what kind of meeting is that
but ye ma ye genesis of you know
okay
you say plane B ye ambulance plane
good
ABC Ghana
good
you say ambulance di ntu basa and na eba you say yare phone name efunusu name and na betie si your manga na airport see some days you say one ba ko bi ba ye ba ko be di 5 days you say ba ko say the type pai and mo kokoko mpesi you say ayibi organize be kokoko mpe to ma me change omo airplane time na ma wo mo omo kwa say akwa so kwa afuo mu wo he omo chi ye ya afese ba ko mo so ko omo ko Europe omo fi Rwanda and omo ko Europe and omo be fa Ghana and am say hey na me ti akrai na me se me kwatamala afi ba ko fazim me fazim ma be kumase ansan ma kope adai den e ko so esremu sekiri mu
yo you know the tia ne say eti for ichiam pa muni ho ayi ni ho na the woman say tanka bia nhemu ebra dani aban edema President Mahama ne hwe ni musenka Ghana ya gidimpa as the second most peaceful country as aku kenjwadi ni ade ya tibi tetetetetete no ko mba beto aso sa ye de ma wo mo a bosumi ba ku bia there's a cocaine bus bosumi ba ku bia there's money laundering bus bosumi ba ku bia there's a nyoma sabe bo man eno mo ye okromu ha ene ye bisa wo mo say within all this time cocaine ni ade di atwentwe ni money laundering ni wo mo ago da yi di atwentwe flight mean bi so buy na sa flight no ba ku cry ambulance just no efunu anase yare for na organ pen ye defa ena ba ku so ye private cargo eno mu free Gran Canaria be wura mem Gran Canaria so no ewo Morocco sro ha
okay
by island but it's Spain for us it's a small island na enu boni dwade nku an ekoso
okay
into a bra omo e free obaye no suspicious because there are thousands of flights at a back room ha etuko obi amisa ho asem ba mienu ide ambulance no be do 20th March obedu ya otna ha for 5 days and osa tuko 25th March no back to Gran Canaria and about so 12 March and so sa kavoke and so etu free Gran Canaria ho eba Ghana ebedi 13 days and also sa tuko the same Gran Canaria ye kwacho for so can say free Rwanda ni ayentro na wo me no na to the same time no
wait a minute fetch me da be na asa wo can see date ben
12th March and a kavoke no be dru ye
12 March Rev Vajade o bog me check out DBC was say police raid 2 cannabis clubs in southern Gran Canaria for illegal sale of drugs. The date here 15th March 2025. Because my shadow bought Gran Canaria Google said me it took a Gran Canaria was a Spanish police dismantle mafia linked drug running network in the Canary Islands. Up to 60 years in prison, fines of 15 million for drug trafficking in Gran Canaria. Police discover drugs hidden at Casbah Shopping Center in Playa del Gran Canaria 2024. This I say Ronaldo also goes.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know God is a flight neighbor. Mind you, sir. 25th March now we na so tuboko mu and na dum so kese bi nsi wo Kotoka International Airport da same day ni see enti me yasani na coincidence and e be sense amafo hu se enioma bi free mu ko enioma bi free mu ko hye mu ni ade and e bi sa se minority caucus ye raise concern se mu na mu ye security agencies enya kwa achofu su ni bi sa na sem he doesn't know anything about security.
This is trouble.
Security agents now one more credible. One near new ebisa wom say bibi woman na munima mon family tudwa say because I'm out for so say intel no so say eye cocaine na say sika na wom enti no say eye no amom ye ebi omba na mo che wom a na ye hu na mo ye nhwehwem say ba ye nso na ne mo ifiri mu do mu ise mu anye bibia say obi ampo akometu a na ma set records nso obi an akomanto no ye mu obi anim na as a security agency no mama esa authoritative information after say my investigation no na bibia so atwa ye bisa we ya hey akobre o mampeni mahamekuru akobre kwa chofu sukuru ene bi say na sebe na monso nka cocaine ne yinsu de nka mofa ho be aye ko boso a ese bre mukuru security agencies na wo ho no mo akasa kwan mo fa small note bi meto abontem dwodwo amanfo akoma we nkanako any Ghana airport, any NIB, small state.
I'm let you see.
Now come on, you should say Ghana Armed Forces. Yes. Pirates in
Equatorial
for this statement by.
Debbie.
Is it the spokesperson for security agencies?
Debbie.
Which agency is more sensitive than Ghana Armed Forces? But one more kasa and the issue almost statement say crime say na cost and we are expecting the same way say other security agencies so the munim fa hono mo fa metuja mo say hey abrimukro mo ba betete mo ba intimidate they should come they should omonto pono emako kenfo no mo protect no omombra emeche ye ne aye kasaba unza asem we UN4 asom.
Sir.
Oh yes.
Publication
the moment kwacho for subeka say enye di hia omo aban no ene say omeye hwehwemu na they just want to make example of me na yes so we intelligence aye ne kra ye wo aye din ne ehwemo enti say bibi say aba na mo be hwehwemu Gran Canaria suspicious flight mo ye hwehwemu here you are jumping the gun and irresponsibly recklessly arrogantly talking about going after somebody we are watching. They've issued a statement.
But Rob ukasa first no na nipa bebe ntiase na ese I dey motivate you no more joy FM Emma omukwa investigation afi omo asi also to report omo so ma confirm me
yes
ya wokan no wokan na suspicion na doubt oba bia na
god me breaking news na there will be an NDC for Babontin time issue omo friends attack dogs in the army so anya no kre o twantro so fu twantro plane bia me land plane bia anya no kre ono ano obo ne propaganda and I may release plane no the flight number and the details in the BBR time or the bedroom time or the call every precise details and I join news for any other news agencies and so a dome was to call dome was to come could be a manifest who said be a detail to pet and I feel who say hey I feel any try U10 and a buy then a bay a quacho for say free or the yarefos a full free baby and echo baby you never hand over and or sort to fuel no sort to fuel no maybe a Gran Canaria wa or Ubepa Morocco one pa Libya one pa Cameroon one pa Burkina Niger ubia once we drew Ghana no when ya baby and ya fuel say Ghana no be fuel and no boo fuel ni we ya obe abetua na Nigeria a pa time so pie and an entire no so problem and an engine leaky oil and no free for a free baby a day be fix here entini bi say and no wie na o mo fix wi ye no o mo tu akoma anko baby na o mo ko so funu no mo de ko so organ no mo de ko so yare funu mo de ni ko mo anfa na anko no mo down mo san ko back to Gran Canaria na nya bia e funu na da ambulance ni mo na organ dem and answer yare for them o matwamfo ni bi di ababontia na na he no mo de ne call hospital be
na bibusa no
na mo kokora no within that period sana se sem go be catch re sa e cargo pictures no try video no fake videos sa gallons bi fin bi na say no na combustible oil a wo plane mu no cargo ye fa combustible oil enfla fake bi no makotwa bi sa say umunya video no da ben because flight na tuko and one more Africa even Mako piecing it together. And so we are daring them to tell us some and answer some no more cancer and a buy and a say and Moko far party free baby and to Muna Bessay and Muna Hoto woman the same day doom so buy and Muna to go. Now his force would say if Angola and Angola if Gran Canaria and a Basankoye and the force would be say Omo every Angola and buy because Angola need the capacity to give permit RA3 permit to enter Europe and you know because in November 2024 and friends airport Angola no Rwanda no have certification to give such permit way back 2024 September and this kwacho for sube catch say plane A12 free Angola granted say who put it to free na say Ghana no ba beji permit and so akwa entronko they should tell us the truth and stop covering up for their cocaine matters
but Rev then e be ma suspicion e be ba say ade we ba yin na ba ko be say 5 days or say no possible say e bia e nuboni asem ana say e money laundering e dey be ma sa yinaba
o kan we ya the NDC for kwacho say and I will resign if in team fraud was able to bring proof say na cocaine go na card on say asem na wo kan because intel now national security for nya ye e dey call supplement e dey call basic gold ni ko friend sika no obi ko ekobu container nani a picture you go nibi as evidence at the braille say sa gold way bebre as a container small supplement ko
dabi
cocaine na one this ni cocaine na moko bass ye no obi ko container nim and this for the containers there obi ko container nim e ko twa picture of the cocaine and take samples at the braille say money ko test say cocaine na we ni concrete proof. Entino money answer one what kind of childish response is that? Entino the cancer history is repeating itself. Make candy sisuna master kwakono. Obekaya you can Google it. January 2013. Yeah. Ghana Web any modern Ghana at the Sassan Betuga, but they were not the ones who broke the news. The news was broken by an Iranian news agency. And we're breaking news in the mass CNN Al Jazeera 2013 January, the same beginning of President Mohammed's first term to say near our second term, beginning same period. And now Turkish authorities intercepted the Mamin Sunday link and also maybe when
who are you be say
Turkish airline Turkish authorities intercepted $80 million worth of goods, shipment of good, a good Turkish airline beam. And some flight with African and neighbor. Now documents are who were him. Omo contacted Ghana authorities. They zipped up. It was a big scandal. Till now, they zipped up and never talked. Woman seizes $80 million. Gold.
Wow.
So $80 million. What the back and name was over $1 billion. Was 2013. Me send amount direct to cry.
Mr. Pacho, me there be amount we ye source no. I'm told that this one is coming from Joy News. Was say claims on Gran Canaria suspicious flight must be properly investigated. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. And now omo edi abano intipacho pacho eni entiende wono also claims on Gran Canaria suspicious flight must be properly investigated. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. And now omode no abano enti mahumba konso asem yes what said back was $80 million worth of gold flown out. $80 million worth of gold flown out. Officials tight-lipped we delegate and this house story so a buy that can be a date na but I check on January 19th main news. Okay, so on January 2nd 2013 Turkish authorities seized the stash of gold in a Turkish airline cargo plane bound for Dubai en route to Istanbul's Ataturk airport in Turkey. The Turkish authorities claimed the gold lacked the necessary papers needed before it could be transported. It was, however, realized that the information given to the authorities was not entirely true because nobody knew where the cargo originated from or where its destination was, even though the gold on board the plane was undeniably gold carrying Ghanaian seal. And today, 2013, when John Mahama was the president,
the same trend. Ghana we should brace up. Say I'm sorry, waka. Ne ankasa and some way babe kosu kromo a bedroom pempenso bi no. We Ghana ni na se wo tukwan kwa abrochira. One way they may even strip you naked.
So what is the way forward now?
Okay, 2009 to 2017, United Nations classified Ghana as a transit point for
drug trafficking.
Yes. We want to get back to that. Yababe cleaning up every year. You want us to go back to that era? And when we are asking questions, they should provide answers. They should not go after innocent journalists, innocent politicians who are asking questions, legitimate questions. We demand answers and accountabilities, not persecutions and unlawful, commando kind of, arrests.
All right. I was for Reverend Johnny T. Fojo and we pass it through no idea and come on. Abaso yadasi. Yamisha ya kupomo hombai. Maybe abe could be na MP for some Mompai in Nechi. Member of Parliament for Ascent South and Yababidi and Komono. Bepe kwang na yasa back to the studio nearby bedi enkomo bacho consultant to moral and ethics committee of Bichim wono ene Audu Mahama enti bacho Audu yankwa
now briefly on this matter matter maminchia jifoni tifu mabaha chekakra na
kase obaha chekakra obaha che
the first one he said Wabaha.
Obahache. Okay, yes.
Okay. Okay, I've been here for long.
Yes.
Actually, it's been a while that I've not been here.
Yes.
Say it's been a while that I've not been here. Say the mom to go for when you say aircraft, the mama kakra. When you say 2 aircrafts in Rwanda, any Angola.
What a coincidence.
The originated for Rwanda and Angola. And secondly, omuye na players na be landi Ghana. And you know what? The first plane is Antonov 12 VK. It's coming from Rwanda, Angola. was also fault was carrying oil drilling equipment. I see it was carrying oil drilling equipment from where?
Oil drilling equipment.
We can and lubricants from European Union.
Lubricants. What type of lubricants?
Lubricant. Oil. Some kind. That was a statement. Quite fairly.
No. The video, Nana.
But Google there.
But lubricant. Which kind of lubricant?
What's the lubricant?
Okay. Maybe.
Lubricant.
Aviation lubricant.
Maybe aviation lubricant. I said it was drilling machine, oil drilling machine, and lubricants from European market. From European market. So
yes.
And if European market, at the end of European market, and him and Eddie call. I call for Rwanda. You call for Angola, and I be landed Ghana. And I only I want to say develop engine blade fault and suffered severe oil leakage. That's plane number 1. Plane number 2 so met
Med, yes.
Also originated from where? Rwanda and Angola. Also by also suffered a tie burst. And issues with its landing gear. Coincidentally, the 2 planes came from 1 to 2 countries in Africa. And normal problems by Okotoka. And now they have to take some time for them to fix those problems before